let's get that breath going. Shake around a little bit and then find your way into your mountain pose. Okay, so we're thinking about the feet, all four corners of the feet being nice and grounded. We're going to be coming back to that a lot today in our practice. And then zipping up the legs. Bring a lot of energy to the legs by grounding down into the earth and just pulling. It feels like pulling your leg muscles toward the bone. Shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders, palms face forward. Inhale and exhale. And staying nice and grounded here. Just allow your breath to smoothly deepen as you inhale and soften as you exhale. The earth is warm and letting off a lot of energy right now, so let's gather some up. Turn your palms out. Inhale, float the arms up. Okay, this is as high as your arms are going to go right now. Touch your palms together and bring your hands to your heart. And we'll just do that a couple more times. Just go through this at your own pace, really feeling your feet ground down as you lift up. Just a very simple move so you can just focus on your breath. And the next time your hands come to your heart, just keep them there for a moment. Take a couple of breaths. And let's bring the fingertips up toward the sky. Inhale. Exhale the hands down, shake everything out, and we'll start working on balancing the spine forward and back. So we're going to start with the elbows out, the knees and hips soft. Inhale, exhale, round into your cat, drawing your forearms toward each other, whether they touch or not, and then open up. All right, here we go. Exhaling into cat. Inhaling, open into your cow. Really think about those shoulders. Let the hips move naturally here. And make sure the head is following the spine, not bobbing up and down. And the next time you're rounded forward with your forearms heading toward each other, maybe even touching, press your palms together. Pressing through the feet, fingertips up toward the sky, lift, inhale, exhale, hands down by your side. All right, let's shake things out and get ready to move the spine side to side. Okay. So take your feet slightly wider than hip width distance apart here. Bring your hands to your shoulders. Keep the feet grounded here, and we're just going to tilt to the right without letting that right foot travel up. We want to feel it here. And come center and tilt to the left. If you just joined us, welcome. And tilt to the right. And, oh, well, that's your left. And tilt to your right. Okay, so we're just going side to side here with the hands on the shoulders. And now we're going to add on. So take it over to the left and then extend your arms parallel to the earth. Now your arms might not want to go all the way. They might. Bring it back. Come over to the right. Extend. Bring it in and up. We're going back over to the left and we're going to extend once. Stay here, bring it in. Extend again. Bring it in, come up, and over to the right, extend once, stay here, bring it in, extend again, and bring it up. All right, let's see if we can just go over, extending as we go. Take it over, extend, bring the hands in, take it to the right, extend as you go, take it in, to the left, extend, and in, to the right, extend and in. We're going to take it to the left and stay here now. Take your right shoulder back, shine your heart up to the sky, come center and bring it up, hands to the shoulders, take it to the right, extend, stay here, draw your left shoulder back, heart to sky, bring it back, hands to the shoulders, release and shake everything out. Okay, all right, so yes, that was also part of the core warm-up. That did involve quite a bit of core. It wasn't just your imagination. All right, let's take the feet about mat width distance apart with the toes turned out, knees and hips soft, and just start reaching with the left hand to the right, right hand to the left. Okay, the heels might want to lift here. That's perfectly fine. We're just twisting side to side, and then start letting the hands move a little toward the earth, and you just decide how far, how close to the earth the hands are going to go right now. Remember, this is all warm up, so that's what we're aiming to do here. And then start to come back up and start to reach a little bit up, a little more. Reaching toward the sky, twisting side to side. Okay, we're going to slow this down, so the next time your left arm is over to the right, just stay here. Inhale and exhale, bring it center, right arm to the left, and bring it center, and shake it out. Okay. So simple as that, inhale and exhale. All right, so we mentioned having lots of energy, right, to do the things we want to do when the weather is so beautiful. So let's go ahead and build some goddess energy. Take your feet mat width distance apart. Okay, we're going to take the arms out to the side. Okay, now go ahead and bring your arms overhead. So as you bring your arms down, you're going to take your knees out over your toes. Draw your arms forward, stay with your knees bent. Draw energy in towards you, straighten your legs as you reach up. Take it out, bend the knees, take it forward. Draw energy towards you, inhale up, take it out, forward, inhale up. We've got this, let's do it. Up, out. Forward, gather, up, out, forward, gather, and up, out, forward, gather. One more time, up, out, forward. This time gather, bring your hands to Anjali Mudra at your heart. Inhale and exhale. Pressing through the legs, straighten, inhale, fingertips up towards sky, and find your way back to mountain pose. All right, breathe a bit and see how everything's feeling. Find square on your feet. Okay. We're going to work now the front hip flexor and the hamstring from a standing position, okay? So let's go ahead and line the feet up and then take a step back with your right leg. Okay, your right leg is going to be about 2 feet behind your right foot's going to be about 2 feet behind your left. Okay, all right, and that front knee is going to bend. Bring your hands to your hips and raise the right heel, press it down. Raise and press it down. Raise. We're also massaging the foot here. We're liberating a lot of energy with this move. Raise and down. All right, now keeping that right heel down, go ahead and just start to bend the right knee and straighten. Bend the right knee and straighten. So we've just shifted the muscle work from the Achilles, the lower part of the calf, more into the upper part of the calf. Take it back and hold, and now put both hands on your right leg and take your left toes up, sit back. You start to feel your hamstring, right? Tap your left toes down and up. Hamstring down and up. And take it down and hold. All right, come on back up. Now take your right leg even farther back, okay, with the hip lifted. So now we're moving into a balance challenge territory here. This is feeling like a high crescent lunge. Put your hands on your hips and let both knees bend as you go down and up. So you might go down a couple of inches. You might go down farther. Just adjust your legs. Yes, till you get that nice stretch here in the front hip flexor. And as a bonus, you're building strength in your left leg as well. One more. Whew. And step together, shake it out. All right, are we good to go? We're going to do that on the left. I'll turn around. So we're stepping about 2 feet back with the left leg. Little bend in the right knee. We're lifting the left heel, press it down. Lift, press it down. Notice where you are feeling this. We're also building a lot of ankle flexibility here, as well as the foot. All right, now go ahead and keep that heel down. Inhale and exhale. And we're going to start to take this left foot even farther back here. Okay. Lift and press down. And see if that stretch moved to a different part of your calf with the legs wider. Press the heel down. Okay, now take your left foot back to about 2 feet away from the right. Put both hands on your left thigh. Sit back, raise your right toes. Tap them down and up. So not only hamstring, but your shin is working here too. And tap it down and hold. Good. All right, come on back up. Now we're going to take that left leg back really far. Okay, if this doesn't feel right to you, it's too wobbly, come to some place where you can place your hands, because what we really want to focus on is bending the knees down and up, down and up, down and up. Okay, do we have this? Everybody good here? Down and up. 2 and 1, and shake it out. All right. Okay, so I wanted to show you some ways to achieve those stretches without having your knees down. Okay, we do a lot of knee down stuff, so sometimes it's good to do it without using the knees, right? All right. Anybody feeling this? Your energy rising? Working on it? Let's come to the top of the mat and work our way down. So find mountain pose at the top of the mat. Really square off those feet and breathe. Notice, how are things feeling now? Float the arms up, inhale, and let's see where we go with a straight leg swan dive. Your hands might just come to your thighs, keeping the heart higher than the hips. Your hands might go down a little farther, or even farther. Find out where your forward fold is right now. Inhale and exhale. Bring your hands to your thighs. Now press your hips back. As you bend your knees, shine your heart forward. Sink the hips down, fingertips to the mat, and step back to downward facing dog. So let's find a nice 4-point down dog here. Roll those feet out just a little more. Press one heel down and hold. Press the other heel down and hold. Press both heels down and hold. And we're going to bring the knees to the mat. Try and get them there at the same time. So control, control, control. Knees down, sit off to the side. Good, take your legs forward and find seated mountain pose, so equal sitting here. Okay, the feet are flexed, just like they were, as though they were still on the mat. Okay, shoulders are over hips. Inhale and exhale. Let's do a nice spine lengthening breath here. Inhale, float the arms up, lengthening the spine as you go up, not taking the shoulders toward the ears, taking the ribs away from the hips. Turn your palms out and continue to lengthen the spine, taking the crown of your head toward the sky as your fingertips gently touch down. Okay, and then shake things out. Let's get ready for some core work here, shall we? Why, yes, we shall. All right, so we're going to bend the knees, have the feet hip-width distance apart, take the arms forward, and lean back. Find core engagement, core engagement, core engagement. And then find core challenge. That may be a little farther back for you. Eventually you're going to reach a point where it just all falls apart, and we want to avoid that. So let's come into a nice long spine core challenge point here. Remember where that is and come up. Take a break here. All right, now we're going to do that with the hands at the heart. With a long spine, come to your core challenge point. Your hands are at your heart. We take the right arm out and in. The whole rest of the body is motionless. Take the left arm out and in. Take both arms out and in and sit up. All right, we're going to do that starting on the left. Wave at me if that's okay for you. Let me know if you need something else. Here we go. We've got the hands at the heart. We're going to start with the left arm this time. Take it back. Left arm out. Back to center. Right arm out. Back to center. Both arms out. Back to center and up. All right, shake out the legs for a second. And we're going again, but we're doubling it up this time. Hands to the heart. Take it back. Right arm 2 times. Left arm 2 times. Double arms 2 times. And up. All right, and the core might be sending a little signal to your brain, hey, speed it up, baby, but we don't. We're keeping it nice and slow, right? That's where we get a lot of the benefit. Hands to the heart, take it back. We're starting on the left 2 times. Out. 2 times right. 2 times double. And up. Whew, shake it out. All right, are we ready? We're going to add on. Okay, so we're going to go back to singles, but we're going to not come up in between the right and left. You'll see what I mean. Just pay attention. Here we go. Hands are to the heart. Take it back. We're going right and in, left and in, double, stay here, in. Now we start left and in, right and in, double and in, and bring it up. We're going to do that exact same thing. This will be our final thing, but we're starting on the left this time. Hands to the heart. Take it back. Left. Right. Double. Stay here. Right. Left. Double. And up. Shake it out. Shake the legs out. Inhale and exhale. All right, we're just going to do a nice little smooth move for the obliques. We already started waking up the core when we were doing our side to sides and twisting earlier, opening up the spine. Just a nice little smooth move here. Arms are forward and just easy breezy. Take it back, right arm back, left arm forward. Take it up, left arm back, right arm forward. Take it up. Add a leg if you want. Do what's right for you, right and left. your next left. Let's all get back together at center. And we're going to go all together to the right and stay there. Whether your leg is up or not does not matter. Hold it. Bring it up. Take it to the left and hold. And bring it up. Whew. Take the legs forward and shake them out. All right, so maybe come into an extended garland pose here with your feet 6 inches apart. Your heels are pretty far from your pelvis with your knees slightly bent. Just sit up and just fold over your legs. Keep your spine long, but just relax here. Maybe sway side to side. Maybe you're holding on to your feet, or maybe your shins, or maybe your hands are on the mat. Find what feels comfortable to you, and let's just release. Now we're going to come on up, take the knees back up, take the legs straight, give them a crazy shake, and move into some rock the baby to loosen up those hips, okay? The hips hold a lot of tension. They also hold a lot of energy, so we're going to release that. Right, this is your left leg. Left leg is long, left foot is flexed. Left knee and left toes are facing straight up. Bend your right knee, hold on to your right foot, sit up nice and tall. Your right foot's in your left hand, your right leg is in your right hand, and just the leg moves as we go side to side for rock the baby. So you might have variations of rock the baby where you bring your leg in a little closer. If that's you, you rock the baby elbow style, or you just rock the baby this way. Okay, there's a rock the baby for everybody. Come back to center. Take your right ankle across your left thigh. Support yourself with your hands. Bring your left foot in just until it touches the mat. Make sure your right foot is flexed, and take your right leg side to side. Still trying not to move the torso. Let that right foot come all the way down to the left now, and the foot could either stay outside the thigh or it could come in front of the calf. Okay, whatever has you sitting more upright with 2 sit bones on the mat. Gently take your right leg with your left hand, right arm up and back. Inhale. We're twisting from the torso here, okay? Not from the lower spine. Just turn gently toward the right, and then take your gaze toward your right shoulder. Breathe here. Make sure you're not tugging anything. And then on your next exhale, take your gaze to the left shoulder. And on your next exhale, take your gaze back over to the right. Good, let's release, unwind, take the legs forward, give them a crazy shake, setting up for rock the baby on the left. Right knee is pointing straight up, right toes are pointing straight up, left foot in the right hand, and we rock the baby. Remember, you could be doing an elbow variation. Maybe one side does that and the other doesn't. The important thing is we want to move the hip rather than the torso. So if you start spinning your whole body, you're not getting that hip release that we're working on here. There you go. All right, now come back to center. Take your left ankle across your right thigh. Draw that right foot in just until it touches the mat. So it's an open seated pigeon position, right? We're not all closed up like this, but we're in more an open, and take that left leg side to side. Once again, we're moving from the hips, not the torso. Let the left foot come all the way over to the right. And again, if your left hip is lifted, you can move that foot so you're more grounded. Take your right hand outside your left leg, left hand by your hip. Inhale, and as you exhale, twist from the torso. Turn your gaze toward your left shoulder. And as you exhale, turn your gaze to the right. Exhaling now, turn your gaze back to the left. And release, unwind, draw both legs straight and give them a crazy shake. All right, let's come into a tabletop and do some arm work. So come to hands and knees, knee down plank. Okay, pad your knees if they're asking for padding. At any point, if you would rather be in knee up plank and you can keep your spine long and strong while we do our push-ups, feel free. Take it down, push up, hips to heels. Plank, push up, hips to heels. Knees up or knees down. Knees down is always better if your spine is losing its integrity in knees up. Feel those arms working. Let's do one final super slow. So come into your plank, slow down, push up, slow up, and child's pose. Whoop. Forehead is grounded. If your forehead is not reaching the mat, take your knees wide. Give yourself some extra space. And if your forehead still isn't reaching the mat, make a pillow with your hands. We don't want the head dangling in space. That annoys the neck unnecessarily. While you're in child's pose, take a moment to notice how your hips feel. We worked a lot of openness into the hips, so see how that's going for you, and then find your way into a nice balanced 4-point downward facing dog. Remember, dogs can always be done with your hands on a chair or the wall, right? Now let's go ahead and find any journey. Okay, if you're thinking about bunnies today, you might want to do a couple of hippity hops. Feet toward the hands, hands to the thighs. Shine your heart forward. Inhale. Slide your hands down your legs into wherever your forward fold is supposed to be right now. Grounding through the feet, super light in the upper body. Exhale, and then as you inhale, float the arms out and up. Yes, and palms touch. Hands come heart center. All right, so we're going to come to the top of the mat. Get in a little sun salutation here. We'll add some arm movements to the top of it. So let's just stay together for the sun salutation. Follow along. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. Let's twist. Remember, we're twisting from the torso. Bring it up. Left arm back, right arm forward. Twist. Inhale, arms up. Now exhale, elbows to waist, shine the heart up. You're in basically a standing cobra, back bend. Good. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, straight leg swan dive. Let's do that half lift with straight legs here. And now bend everything, bring the fingertips to the mat, step back with the right leg, come into a nice lunge, enjoy it, wiggle around, and knee up or knee down plank. Take it to a chaturanga, bending at the elbows, bringing all the way down. Okay, we're doing standing cobra, so let's do something a little different when we're down here now. So bring your hands back by your thighs with the palms face up. We're going to move into a locust. Shoulders toward the ears, down the spine. Lift your palms, shine your heart forward. without throwing the head back, as always. And release. Hands under the shoulders, find your way to down dog. Squaring off your down dog, 4 nice balanced points of contact. Oh, and some nice cleansing breaths here. Now maintain your balance as you lift just the right leg to hip height. And then start a journey, feet to the hands. Take a nice half lift here. We'll keep the legs straight for this one. Take it down into a forward fold and float the arms out and up, palms touch. Hands come heart center. And come back to mountain pose. All right, so take a moment, take a couple of breaths. Decide how you're approaching this next sun salutation. How's your energy? What's your body telling you, right? This is the unique part of yoga. We stay in touch with the body. We don't just disengage ourselves and just go rotely through the movements. We are engaging what's happening. And we'll start the left side with some arm movements. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. If you went the other way, that's okay too. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the other side with long arms. Inhale up. Here's that standing cobra. Now notice if you've thrown your head back, try to bring the neck a little more in line with the spine. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Just go wherever the swan dive takes you. Half lift with straight legs. Bend at the knees and hips. Fingertips down. Step back with your left leg. Long step back. Yes, you're in a lunge here. And the lunge feels really good for the hips. If you want to move them around, that's great too. All right, find your way to a plank. Knees up or down. Okay, whichever plank is strongest for you. Now a nice strong chaturanga bend at the elbows. Take it down. Okay, we're going to move back to locust. So your hands are by your thighs, your palms are face up, and shoulders toward the ears, down the spine. Lift the arms, shine the heart forward, and release. We're going to do that again, this time adding the legs. So lift, and then add the legs. Tight or not as the legs want to go. Yes, and release. Bring your hands back under your shoulders. That looked great. Take yourself back to a nice 4-point downward facing dog. All right. Take your left leg up to hip height. Even yourself out, balanced, and journey your feet to your hands. Take a step forward with the left and keep going. Yes, however that looks for you right now. When you get to the top of your mat, half lift, shine your heart forward. Send your hands down your legs to forward fold. Square the feet, keep them engaged. Float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. Come into your mountain pose with your palms face forward. Check in with how everything's feeling, everything's doing right now. Good. Inhale and exhale. Woo! All right, so this has kind of been pretty vigorous and non-stop. We're going to do some brush hands to kind of balance out the energy, right? Come into a little softer energy. So if you want to turn so that you can take your legs wide on your mat, so they're considerably wider than hip width distance, hands to the thighs, and square off the feet. When you bend your knees, they're going over the toes. And remember, we're not leaning forward to go down, we're just going down and up. down and up. Now we'll add the arms. Arms up, inhale. Now as though you were brushing your hands down a wall. Good, and up, and down, and up. Just notice what happens in your body as you move through this. All right, the next time you're up, stay there. Now bring your hands to your hips. Turn your right toes to the right and your left toes to at an angle, okay? And now square off your right foot, bend that right knee. We're going to do brush hands, and you can bend and straighten the knee a couple of times. We take the arms up, inhale, bend your right knee, fold over your right leg, and come up, straighten the leg. So brushing hands to the right. And one more. Bring it up. Now we're back to center. Turn both toes out and brush hands through center 4 times, down and up. Hold it up this time. Let's bring the hands to the hips. Turn the left toes to the left, right toes in at an angle. Bend and straighten that left knee a couple of times. Arms up, adding the brush hands down and up. You can go down as far or not as you want. Feeling into what's right for your body at this particular moment. And brush hands one last time, bring it up. Now come back to center and just do a few more center brush hands. Last one here. Bring it up and either heel toe or step your feet together. Shake things out and start to move around. See if there's anything that your body wants to do while it's still standing, right? Shake things out. Look around your space. See if there's something you want to bring with you to the mat as we go back down. Sometimes a blanket or an eye pillow or, whatever you've got. And then come to the top of your mat. We're going to be moving into a downward facing dog. If you want to throw a final vinyasa in, you can certainly do that. Float the arms up, inhale, exhale, swan dive. Take a nice straight leg half lift, shine your heart forward. Bend at the knees and hips. Now if you're doing a vinyasa, you're going to go plank chaturanga, back bend, and down dog. The rest of us are just going to move into down dog. Inhale and exhale. And then we'll take the knees, if you're in down dog, knees to one side, hips to the other. Coming back to center. Drawing the knees down, try and get them to the mat at the same time. And finding seated mountain pose. So not rushing through any movements that you are in the middle of making. We all come into seated mountain pose. Feet are super flexed, spine is super long. Let's gather some energy from the earth. Inhale, float the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to Anjali Mudra. Shake things out. We're going to do a nice soft forward fold. Just gently bring those arms up and just melt forward and just move around in this forward fold, anything that feels good to you. Roll your hands up your legs. Go ahead and bend at the knees. We're going to roll down to the earth here. Finishing moves. Now inhale, float the arms overhead, extend the legs. Exhale, we draw both knees in for Apanasana. Relaxing the spine on the earth. Now turn this into a happy baby. Bend at the knees, hold on to the feet, and massage the spine. Maybe you rock side to side here. Nice little spinal massage and happy baby. Now release, bring both feet to the mat. Keep your left foot down, take your right leg straight up. We'll point and flex that ankle. Circle one direction and the other. And switch legs, right foot down, left leg up, point and flex. Circle the ankle one direction and the other. Bring the feet down, let the knees gently open and close, little butterfly wings here. Take your arms out from your shoulders and extend through the fingertips, wiggle them into a gentle fist. Extend and wiggle. And keeping a gentle fist, rotate the wrists one direction and the other. Bring it down, keeping the arms long. Turn your head side to side. Come back to center and start to move your body in any way that it's telling you it still wants to move, and finding your way into your final relaxation position for today. Should the knees be bent for you? Should the legs be straight? What's feeling good? Sometimes feet wide, knees touching feels great. Sometimes just everything hip width distance apart. Just feel into it. Feel the earth beneath you. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And exhaling, just let your body melt onto the earth. Moving into your final relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently bring movement back to your body. Wiggle fingers and toes. And as you inhale, stretch the arms and legs long. Exhaling, draw your knees in. Give yourself a hug. And find your way over to a side. Helping yourself back up to a nice, easy seat. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.